Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is an M53 M55, the Tier 9 American SPG. It's located on the south spawn of Minsk, and this one is under the command of Smooth932. Now, this is the last of Smooth's replays for a little while, but he does have some more stored up in the list. But this game is a double header. Yep, I'm afraid you're going to watch this replay, and then we've got another one directly after from one of the enemy. Yes! Rather unusual. We don't normally see a replay where you get one side of the equation and then you see the other side of the equation. So this might be quite interesting. Okay, well, Smooth has got the 8-inch howitzer. This is the M55. He can do 1050 alpha, penetrating 52mm of armor. And there's some enemy tanks in the center already. He's going for an Object 705. Gets a direct hit for 367 hit points. And he just relocates slightly to avoid counter battery. Still aiming towards the center. Okay, then we've got a 705, a Super Conqueror, and a ST2. That's the new double barrel top of the line tier 10. This is a tier 10 game. He's tier 9 Arty. Okay, he's loaded, rounds out, and he hits the Super Conch. But since he actually went unsighted just as we fired, we don't know how much damage he did. Okay, he's just adjusting his position. Pulled back a little. And now he's aiming again. Reload time is 31.97 seconds, which is actually quite good because he's using premium consumables to speed up the reload. Also helps with the aiming as well. Okay, he's ready to go. I think the target's going to be that ST2. And he splashes in for 283. So not bad. 3 rounds fired and 3 lots of damage from different tanks. Some serious fire going on, being exchanged between the teams. It's noticed though that the enemy have got their tanks in the centre, whilst Smooth's side haven't moved out yet. Okay, Smooth's looking to get a shot on that E75, lining him up. Oh no, he was clever. He pulled back around that corner. Like Sixth Sense went off and told him, get out of there quick, you're about to get hit by a 8-inch shell. Rounds out in the 705, direct hit, 600 hit points. That's a high roll on a non-penetrating shots. And he's backing up again, right up against the back. There is an enemy Arty in the game. It's also an M53, M55, and he's probably not looking for a counter battery at the moment. He might, I don't know. It's unlikely. Okay, he's almost ready to go again. Another shell's in the breach. Rounds out the Super Conch and he takes another hit for 354. And Smooth's moved again to avoid counter battery. Okay, we've got an Object 430 side scraping from that corner. 705 has gone back in because obviously he was probably being hit so much he wanted to get a bit of protection. Smooth's about to complete loading. He's ready to go. Rounds out the 705. Direct hit. 311 hit points. He's now up to just under 2k. 1.915. There are 2 tanks up on the enemy at the moment. He's almost ready to shoot again. Looks like it's going to be the ST2 this time. Rounds out. Direct hit. 475 hit points. He's getting some excellent shots in here. Oh, careful, careful, careful. Don't flip over. Yep. Be careful when you back up like that against an object, because on some of these Arties you can actually flip yourself. I know it's very rare to see a flipped Arty. It's happened. It has happened. Okay, almost loaded. Target's going to be the E75 this time. Rounds out. Direct hit for 372. So he's now up to 2.7k of damage. And there are 3 tanks up on the enemy at the moment. So they are doing very nicely. It's not a definite win yet, so don't count your chickens. Smooth's having a much better game than the one he did on Fisherman's Bay, which was the last video if you saw. Fires at the 705. This one it lands short. RNG was very bad and, well, the shell wasn't going to hit the target. So he just stunned the 705 and did a little bit of damage, 171 hit points. That 705 must be getting pretty annoyed by now. Getting hit. Okay, almost ready to shoot again. He's loaded. Rounds out. Direct hit on the 705. He's now a one-shot kill. And he's gone. So they are now 4 tanks up on the enemy. Now Smooth's only got 10 rounds left. So he needs to be careful to make sure that these rounds count. Going for the 430. No, he doesn't get a chance to because the 430's been killed. Okay, we've got a T110E4 hiding behind that corner. I'm not sure if we can hit him actually. We'd splash him from here, but it wouldn't really do much damage. There's probably some better targets that he can hit. Over on the far side, yep, there's some Bat-Chat-25T. And there's an STB just a short distance away. And he's firing a speculative shot in there. I don't know if that hit, but well, it's worth a try. And the T110E4 has gone down. But there's only 5 left on Smooth's team. 3 of the enemy. The Bat-Chat-25T, the STB-1, and they've got an Arty as well, the M53, M55. We haven't seen him yet. On our team, there's the Object 705, the Bobject, the Object 268, a Leopard prototype who's done very well, and there's the M53, M55, long range shot, and well, all it does is stun him. Unfortunately, it didn't hit the target, but I think the 268's about to get him. He's moving into a position so he can. If not, then it will be Smooth firing from long range, one end of the map to the other. Almost ready to shoot. And, oh, we lost the 705A. Rounds out in the M53, M55. Oh, and it splashes in front of him. Doesn't kill him. 281 hit points. Now, we still don't know where that Bat-Chat-25T and the STB-1 are. As far as we know, they're over on the west side of the map, but now there's only 3 left on either side. The enemy has still got their Arty, but I don't think he can do much whilst he's in that swimming pool area. Oh, he's moving away. He's trying to get away. Lining up a shot. It's a long flight time for the shell. 3.6 seconds, and that's a kill. Splash kill. And our guys are now capping. The M46 pattern and the Leopard prototype. And here comes the STB. Still 100% health, I'm afraid. He's lining up the shot. Taking some damage. Working out where to put the shell to do the best. He's going up to that bush to fire. Oh, no, now he's trying to get much closer to them. We fire around in ahead of his path. Oh, good hit. 327 hit points. But the STB's taken out our M46. Oh no, it's actually the Braxt25T who's taken up the M46 pattern, and they're now going at our Leopard, who is, well, low on hit points to say the least. We've lost sight of the STB. The Leopard's pulled into that street for cover. We've marked the spot to tell the Leopard that that's where we're aiming, but we can't see the target, so we don't know where to shoot. And he could have moved away from there by now. So it's 2 versus 2. Oh no, the Batchat's behind him! And the STB's in front of him. They're both coming in from... There'll be a crossfire. We're going for the Batchat. We fired it short, but it hits the Batchat. But unfortunately, the Leopard has gone down. And that means now it's 2 against 1. 2 medium tanks against an Arty. And they know where we are because they felt their shells coming in. So Smooth's doing the best thing he can do at the moment, which is relocate. The enemy will probably know this anyway, and they'll go looking in that corner, thinking he hasn't propelled himself, but, well, the best thing Smooth can do is get over to the other side of the battlefield, preferably not in... Oh, he's going to park next to the cap. That's probably not a good idea. A best place to be would be to ambush further away over on the west side of the map, but he's been spotted already, and so it's only a matter of moments there. The shell just hit that bus. It was aimed directly at him. And I suspect that the enemy can't see him now because he's behind the bushes, but they know generally where he is, and now he can't move because if he does, they'll hit him. Oh, and they've spotted him again, and he takes him around from the STB. And, oh, there's the kill shot. Oh dear. Sadly, it's a loss, but now we're going to see the replay from the enemy's perspective. And here is the replay from the other side of the map, and you're looking at the STB. It's being driven by Braxt25. It's a tier 10 Japanese medium tank, and battle started. Well, this tank has the 105mm gun with 360 alpha penetrating 258mm of armour. It's actually quite a good tank because it has the ability to kneel. It's got hydro-pneumatic suspension at the front, which means it gets extra gun depression when you want to fire over ridge lines. And that can make it quite useful. Well, we can see Braxt is actually taking it over to the... Well, he's got a very small minimap. Let's bring that up. You should have a big one like that. That's what most players have. And you can see he's gone over to the west side of the map. And it looks like he's doing a quick scouting run to see where the enemy are deployed on this side of the map. He's got shots on M103, yeah. Put around him for 364, and we can see the stun on the tanks in the middle, so we know that that is what Smooth is doing right now. Okay, Braxt25T puts around into him. High roll. So remember, these shells are only 360, so it's a 105mm gun, but very efficient 105. And yep, not kneeling enough to actually get the shot on the Batchat. You need to come up at a slight angle to actually get the shot in. That's it. Then the kneeling really works. That's better. He really wants to get a shot on that. Oh, he's going to get shots on those Udas. And yeah, there's another Braxt25T up there. Or is it a Braxt25T? There's two mediums, isn't it? Yes, it is a Braxt25T. Can't get shots on 268. They're all behind the buildings, those guys. Being very defensive. In fact, oh no, he has got a shot there on an E5. Puts one into the side. Now this is where the kneeling tank really does come into it. Got 2 nice shots in there, but he was seen, so he needs to skedaddle out of there and use the trees for cover, and then try and fire some rounds back. Oh, unfortunately, didn't get a hit there, but he did get some spotting. He's decided to actually return to his own lines, or return nearer to his spawn point to engage those enemy tanks when they make their way down the west side. All we've got on that side is an Emil 2 and the Arty. And that, well, it's the quick way of getting across, straight over the railings. Yeah, it looks like he's going to take up a very defensive position near his own cap. No, you need to be at a different angle to get up there. Yep. Sliding around this grass, it's very, very slippery. The Braxt25 has already got the idea. Use the bushes, find a nice little spot, settle in, let the other guys, the Emil, spot for you, and then get hits on the enemy. Unfortunately, he can't go far enough back to actually use the bush mechanic. So he's just going to stay up front and pray that the enemy doesn't fire any rounds in his direction. There they are, Object 430. The Emil spotted him first. Those guys are going to come around the corner any second. Here they come. Unfortunately, that one just bounces off the side of the turret. Didn't pen. Shaking the rescue to make it work. Get it on target. Loses sight of the 430. He's gone down into the dip. The Emil can't see him. Emil's on reload. Okay, in the meantime, we're having a quick look at that 25T. The Udas comes into sight, and unfortunately, we lost sight of him. And again, the Emil can't see him. I think the Emil is in reload, and, well, yeah, they're looking in his direction. That one didn't hit. Only see the top of the turret. And again, it's that 430 turret, which is very, very difficult to pen. He's still on the other side of the river. There's the E5. He's just come around the corner. Ah, now he can use the bush mechanic. Going for the turret. Yes, gets one in. 4 hit points. Next one will kill him. Udes is on the move. Yep, got that one in. The Udes dropped over the side. Not sure if he's... I think he did get over the side. Can't get shots on that Death Star. The E5's gone down. We've got the enemy Braxt in sight. 2 of them. So the one that was over the other side of the river has actually joined up with the one that was on the west side. And a nice shot into the side of the Death Star. And he goes down. Taken out by the Leopard prototype. Braxt's in sight. Oh, just a little too late. Just a little too late. The reload time 5.62 seconds, which is actually very good for a 105mm gun. And can't get shots on that 705. It's the other side of the bridge. Okay, Braxt has decided he wants to reposition to have a go at those tanks on the other side. Ah, the Udas finally comes into sight, and he's not in a position to engage just yet. Now he can. And unfortunately, we lost the Emil over the other side. But the Udas took damage on his spot. And he's joining his own Braxt25T. And they're going after the Udas. Oh no, the Udas has got... It's the Object 430 we're going after. There he is. One in. Yep. And he's now one shot. And he goes down to the 25T. So now we've got a Leopard prototype on the bridge. Or on the middle road. Misses him. The shell goes flying right over the top of him. Here comes the Braxt. He's engaging our Leopard. And we kill the Braxt. So that's the first kill for Braxt. And oh, that was an Arty round coming in there. Okay, well, there's enemy tanks in the middle, but we've got no tanks in the middle at all. And I think Brax is sort of like indicating to the Arty, the M53, M55, he needs to move and get over to the west side. Schwag is his name, the Arty, but he's not moving. And, well, or Schwang, sorry, not Schwag. If he stays where he is, he will get found and taken out. There's the 268. There's the 705. No shots on them yet. There's the 268. Now we can hit him. The Bobject. Trouble is, trying to get through the armor on that thing is really difficult. You need the heat rounds to get through. It's only really that observation port on the top left side to actually pen. He tracks the... Or did he track him? No, he didn't track him. Just didn't pen. And he did pen that time. He took out the 705 and they didn't see where he was. And my God, he actually got a pen on the Bobject. Took him out from lower plate. Very well done. So now is 3 versus 3. The enemy's got a Leopard prototype, an M46, and they're Arty. And of course we know that the Arty is actually smooth 932 or 432 932. Well, they're capping, and it's going to be down to Brax to do something about it, because there's the pattern. He's going to have to do something because the Batchat's in the south now. He's gone south looking for that Leopard. I think the Leopard's up this end. Well, we know the Leopard's up this end because he's one of the ones who's capping. There's 2 in the cap. Okay, Brax is moving into a position. Now he can see the M46 who pops out to take a shot. We didn't get through him and we got hit by the Leopard who's on the corner. The pattern pulls back. And we've been hit by the Leopard again. And oh, that's the Arty round that came in from Smooth. He fires one into the Leopard. 346 using the crane for cover. He's staying here just for a moment. They're still capping, but they have been reset. He's pulling out here just momentarily. He's unsighted, so they can't see where he is. You can see where the Arty round hit him on the side. Batchat 25 tons coming up the other side, the other alley. He's getting behind the Leopard. The pattern's gone. He's been taken out. He was taken out by the Batchat from a long range. And now the Leopard is caught between the Devil and Deep Blue Sea because he's in a crossfire. The Batchat's at one end. And, well, here's Brax. Brax fires a shot in, doesn't get the kill, but the Batchat does. And that means now that Smooth is the last enemy up at the other end of the map. And, well, we can see the Leopard really didn't play it right. He should have abandoned the cap to find a much better position to fight from. He thought he could cap out, but he was all alone with just one Arty. He should have played it differently. He should have gone defensive at this point instead of actually just trying to cap. But I felt they felt that they were so confident they could do it. And, well... Oh, there's Smooth. He's been seen. Now, we know at this moment he was dashing to get into those bushes. Yeah, we could just make him out. He fires the speculative round in. That was the one that didn't hit. He's getting closer. He knows whereabouts Smooth was last seen. There he is. That one hit the ground. That one definitely hit. And this one will be the kill shot. And that wins the game for the other side. Not a lot that Smooth could do. He really couldn't have run to the other side of the map because I think that Brax chose the right course to take to come over and right up the middle rather than going to the end. And here's the end of battle result for Brax25 in his STB. He managed to get his first mark of excellence on that game. very well done for him. He's also managed to get a first-class tanker, not bad at all. A spotter badge for spotting at least 1,000 hit points of damage. That was on some of the enemy tanks over the other side of the map, the west side. He also got a fighter badge because he took out 4 enemy tanks, a 5 for effect for doing more damage than hit points for his own vehicle, and he did pick up some battle hero medals as well. He got a Confederate medal for hitting more of the enemy than anyone else on his team, and he got a patrol duty for being the only one spotting at least 6 enemy tanks whilst they were damaged. And well, let's have a look at his team score. Well, we can see that if we pop that up, that it's actually the Smooth who managed to get the most damage in the game. He managed to get 4,986 hit points of damage. Only got a Gore's medal and a bruiser, but when it came to the next highest, that would be the Leopard prototype with 4601 on the enemy team. That's the one he was capping. He should have left that position. He got 5 kills. He probably wanted 1 more, but he made a big mistake trying to defend a position where he couldn't defend, where he was actually being attacked by 2 at once. I think he did pull back trying to get away, but it just wasn't effective because he had tanks firing at him from both directions. And the next high score after that was the E4 on the enemy team with 4314, and then we've got Brax with 4171. These are the only players who managed to get over 4,000 hit points of damage. When we come to kills, it was the Leopard prototype. He got 5 kills in that game. Brax managed to get 4, so did the Batchat25T on his team. And when it came to base XP, yes, it's Brax with 1241. The only person managed to get over 1,200 base experience points. 1,000 went to the Batchat25T and 1,007, and then 986 to their Leopard prototype. And we can see that Smooth managed 743. If we look at detail for Brax, we can see that he fired 29 shots, got 17 direct hits, 14 penetrations, damage of 4,171 hit points, of which 2,986 were at more than 300 meters. He received 3 hits from the enemy, 2 of which were penetrations, 1 hit by way of splash damage. That came from Smooth. The 2 penetrations, well, the armor on the STB is fairly porous. It's a fast medium, so it doesn't have strong armor, and that's why it does let shells in. 2 enemy vehicles spotted, one of which of course would have been Smooth. 10 enemy vehicles damaged, 4 killed, and 3,832 hit points of spotting assist. He also managed to get 43 defense points on the Leopard and the Patton whilst they were capping. I think it was off the Leopard really, more than anything. On the credit side, on the premium count, he earned 52,731 credits. And after repair, ammunition, resupply and consumables, and he was running premium consumables, he actually made a small loss of 4,780 credits, but that's nothing really. 1,241 XP, and there's something missing here because of what replays, and he took away 1,862 experience points altogether. Let's have a look at the battle results for Smooth 932. Well, he managed to get an ace tanker in that game. He did much better than the one on Fisherman's Bay where he only got a first class, yet he survived the battle. In this one, he got an ace tanker because he was hitting the enemy really hard, and a lot of the tanks that he was hitting were tier 10. He got a Bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. He got 16. He got a Gore's medal for doing more damage than 10 times the hit points of his own vehicle. And, well, we can see Brax's name in that list. Yes, he did hit Brax for 327 hit points of damage from one of his shots. If we look at the team scoring, yes, we can see that he was the highest scorer on his own team in terms of damage. He didn't get the highest number of kills, but he did get the highest base XP on his own team as well, 743, which is pretty respectable. When you look at detail and you see he fired 16 rounds, got 9 direct hits, no penetrations, but 20 splash, so he certainly hit a lot of the enemy. 4,986 hit points, all of it at more than 300 meters. He received 2 hits, both from Brax, and they both penetrated. The armor on the M53 and M55 is not supposed to receive any shells at all. He damaged 8 of the enemy, killed 1, and did 1,426 hit points of stun assist off 19 stuns. On a premium count, he earned 37,475 credits, and he also got the Achievements Award. That's for getting an Epic or Battle Hero medal in a losing or a drawn game. He got 3,725 credits from that, and total was 61,800. After repair and ammunition resupply, took away 18,155 credits. So he made a profit on the game because it was an ace tanker. Received 743 XP, 416 for the Achievements Award again, and 1,739 experience points altogether. So between them, Braxt and Smooth both had excellent games. Of course, one won and the other one lost. But I think you have to take away from this that Smooth was really playing as well as he could, but his team let him down because they all died. Whereas Braxt, well, congratulations on your first mark of excellence. You got a nice set of medals there, but yes, you did get the victory, but you did actually have to pay for it in the end because, yes, you didn't get a huge amount of credits out of it, mainly because you were running consumables, but even so, you did enough damage. You certainly took on some tanks which I didn't think you would be able to penetrate with standard ammo. You got the Bobject, and you only did 172 hit points of damage to him, but you put the shell exactly where you needed to put it to actually take him out of the game, and well done on that shot. So if you've enjoyed this replay, this double header, please give this video a like and do subscribe to our channel. We do this more often. We do occasionally do double features where we actually show an Arty from way back and one from today to show you the difference between them and how Arty's been nerfed. And of course, as I've repeatedly said, we do feature a lot of tank battles. So we're not just an Arty channel. We feature Super Unicum play and ordinary schmoes having a really good time. So do follow our channel because you're bound to find something that you'll like. Thanks for watching.